Hi guys and welcome back. I'm Thomas. Thank you all so much for being here. In today's video we're going to do a short, quick and snappy one about finger gestures on ProCreate on the iPad. It's going to be really quick, really simple. I'm just going to show you a few gestures that you can do using different combinations of fingers and the way you use it on iPad. It's going to make you more productive, and going to make your life a little bit easier, a little bit faster, and make you navigate through ProCreate just that little bit easier. So make sure to like, subscribe and click the bell icon on the channel, all the usual stuff. And with all that being said, let's jump into finger gestures for ProCreate. First thing you want to do is open up a file in ProCreate. First gesture we're going to look at is using two fingers. So if you get two fingers on the canvas and just pinch together, you can see how we can zoom that right out and make it really small. And if we do the opposite and open up our fingers, we can get in there, zoom right in, and you can see all the little tiny details. So for me, doing stencils is where I can zoom right in, see all the little tiny details, make sure that all my lines and all my stencils are going to be absolutely perfect. So I've got all the details that I need when I'm doing my stencils from the tattoo process. Plus if I need to touch anything up on my design, so if I need to make any shadows darker or increase any of the highlights, I can get in there, really zoom in, just hit those little tiny highlights. If I needed to boost the sort of the bottom of the lids or the shadows in the eye sockets, I can get into there, especially on these little tiny statues. At this point, once you're really zoomed in, the best way to get back to be able to see all of your canvas again, if you just get two fingers and just pinch them together really quick, that's just going to fit your canvas to screen. So whether you're using A4 or any other canvas size, it'll just fit that back to screen and saves you trying to zoom back out and get everything back to normal. So the next gesture we're going to look at is quick undo. So if I just grab a brush and say I made a bit of a mistake and got something where I didn't want it to do, the best and easiest way to undo that is just to tap with two fingers. So tapping with two fingers, that's just going to quickly undo the last thing you did, and you can keep tapping with two fingers. That'll continue to undo. You get back to the part that you want to do. If you did go too far and you undid too much, take three fingers and tap on the screen. That'll redo the process that you just undid. And again, you can keep tapping with three fingers and that'll redo all the way back up to the last thing that you did. So next thing we're going to look at doing is using three fingers. This is going to do a complete layer clear. So if we've got on the layers tab, we can see that we've got this bottom layer selected, which is the top statue on my design. We're going to go onto the canvas with that selected. We're just going to scrub with three fingers, and that's just going to completely clear all the information on that layer. So if we go back onto the layers tab, we can see that there's no information left in there. Obviously we didn't want to do that. We go back to the step we did before, and we're just going to tap with two fingers, undo, and bring that layer back. So a quick and easy way if you want to do copy and paste is again with three fingers. If you swipe down, that's going to bring up the single finger gesture floating icon tab thing. This is going to allow you to do cut, copy, paste, all of that stuff quickly and easily from a floating tab. So you can move this around. That's going to stay there until you finish doing all your copy and paste elements. So if you wanted to copy, paste an element, that's going to give us a copy of the layer that we've got selected. Obviously we don't want that. So if we want to, again, undo, tap with two fingers, and that's going to get rid of it. So the last gesture we're going to look at is using four fingers. This is one that I use quite a lot when I'm doing my tattoos and doing the process. This is just going to make everything full screen, so it's going to get rid of all the menu icons. It's going to make your whole design full screen. So when I'm tattooing, that just allows me to not to have anything distracting on my screen. I can have everything full screen, and I can zoom right in, zoom right out, get into all the little elements that I'm using on my piece. So if you tap the screen with four fingers, you can see that the menu just disappears off, and you're left with the full design, taking up the full space of your iPad, making the most of your screen and making sure you can see all of these elements. To go back to getting all the menus back, tap with four fingers. It's going to bring all your menu back so you can go back into editing. So there you go guys, that was some really quick and simple finger gestures for the iPad. Hopefully this will make you a little bit more productive, a little bit faster, a little bit it'll give you a little bit more control using ProCreate on the iPad. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button, smash the like button, click the bell icon, all the usual stuff. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching guys, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.